What up, Gotham Guardians and Arkham Adversaries? It's your boy Trey of the Bat Channel. People have been reaching out to me talking about some Godzilla vs. Kong knockoff trailer that's coming out. And so I've been like searching for it, and I saw a poster and I thought it was a joke. And nope, it's real. There is a Godzilla vs. Kong knockoff film, which I know sci-fi used to do a lot of movies like that. Like I think there was something like when the Meg was coming out with Jason Statham. There was like some Megalodon film that came out. There was like another, I think like Versus film, when there was like Godzilla King of the Monsters coming out. I mean, I think even like back in 1990, I want to say there was like with the American Godzilla film coming out, there was like the Young Gary film, but I think they called it like Reptilian. So sci-fi has like always done like some sort of film to kind of like ride the wave of like some big blockbuster film. I think they even did that with like War of the Worlds and like Transformers and Terminators even. So I'm not surprised. Or even like Pacific Rim. So plenty of examples out there of knockoff films, but I guess it's called Ape Versus Monster from Asylum Studios, something like that. So we'll do a little trailer reaction real quick for you guys, just to, I guess, to maybe have a good laugh. Maybe it's good. You never know with these low budget films. Usually with these like sci-fi films, they like spend all their money on that one actor who's kind of, he was in some bigger roles, or they were in some bigger roles, and now they just like threw all their money, so like they took the project and now they have no money for CGI.
No, we have these.
Those is Dixie cups.
Well, we kind of ran short of funds after the guns and the goggles. All right.
But we'll definitely check that out. But first off, quick Godzilla vs. Kong update. I heard it passed like $380 million globally, so it beat King of the Monsters, which in my opinion, I still like. I know I'm like the odd man out, but King of the Monsters was my favorite of the Monsterverse films, just because that was like a total classic Godzilla film. I mean, it had all the classic Akira Ifukube soundtracks to it with Bear McCreary, but like the story was like so classic Godzilla. It just had like super good CGI. Godzilla, versus Kong. It was phenomenal action. I wasn't crazy about the story. Personally, we'll do a review on that sometime, but apparently because of the success of Godzilla vs. Kong, both in the box office and HBO Max with streaming numbers, they're looking at continuing the Monsterverse. It hasn't been an official, announcement yet, but the director of Godzilla vs. Kong, Adam Wingard, is apparently in early talks to do the next installment, which I heard they're looking at doing more like Hollow Earth plots. So someone kind of threw around, I think Hollywood Reporter said something about Son of Kong, which that's cool. I kind of dig that. I mean, gosh, I think Son of Kong, that was like that was the sequel to the original King Kong by Marion C. Cooper in 1933. They did a sequel, I want to say maybe a few years after that, because the King Kong film in 1933 actually did really well, all things considering, even in the Depression, the Great Depression. So I'm personally glad they're continuing the Monsterverse. I love these legendary films, and I want to see more Toho monsters in it. Like Destroyer, maybe even Gigan and Gearus. You guys have heard me say I'm excited for that anime show that's coming out with Godzilla Singular Point on Netflix. I heard there's gonna be a Skull Island show on Netflix, so there's gonna be a lot of kaiju content coming out to us soon. But let me go ahead and pull up this Ape versus Monster trailer. Hope you guys have your headphones ready, and we'll be back. All right, I have the trailer pulled up of Ape versus Monster, this Godzilla versus Kong knockoff from Asylum Studios or Production, something like that everyone's been telling me about. So I hope you guys are ready. Coming down in 3, 2, 1, play.
Approaching a crash site, 15 seconds.
I see it.
Do you hear that?
Holy hell.
He is 5 meters greater in length than when first captured.
The capsule was covered in it.
Do you believe it has something to do with Abraham's growth? How do we know that there weren't traces of that substance left on the desert floor?
Oh, of course. Little desert monster.
Just had a report of unidentified light patterns moving really fast.
Oh, there you go. There's that actor. You know, he's been in some bigger stuff.
Abraham's escaped.
Where are the targets currently headed?
Washington, D.C. The Gila. It's about to emerge.
Abraham! Check his ass. The horror we're facing now will only just be the beginning.
This is war,
Oh
gentlemen.
my god.
Intergalactic combat. I think we've got a problem.
That's. I'm not gonna lie. I kind of dig the the design that they came up with. That oh god, what are they called? Those those desert lizard things. I'm totally spacing. It's not monitor. I have no idea, but hey, you always see. I told you, you always have that one big actor that's been in some bigger stuff before. Who they spent like probably all their money on, and then it's like terrible CGI. But they kind of had this rampage thing going on with was it George and Dwayne The Rock Johnson's character. And this, it's Abraham and this girl.
I can't. Come on. I should never have taught you that. Stop that. Now, come on. Now, give me. Come on. Now, don't do that.
Who, obviously some government experiment gone wrong, and they let it spill, carelessness, and now we got two giant monsters about to throw down.
Oh no! We suck again!
Man, clearly trying to ride the wave of Godzilla versus Kong, but it's more. I will, as bad as it sounds, I will still probably watch it.
Do not, I repeat, do not do that. Just roll around, Dad. You'll be all right.
Just because as a kid, I think, gosh, it was like every Friday night and every Saturday night growing up, I would like put on the Sci-Fi Channel, and they would always have like some crazy like creature film going on, and I was always intrigued by those because I like Godzilla, I like Kaijus, I like monsters, dinosaurs and things like that. So I'll probably still watch it. The question will be, will my Wonder Wife watch it with me?
What are my chances?
Not good.
You mean not good like 1 out of 100?
I'd say more like 1 out of 1,000,000.
So you're telling me there's a chance? Yeah!
She does love the, legendary film dealing with Godzilla King of the Monsters. She's a big Mothra fan. I think I've really got her hooked on to some of those kaiju films and stuff like that. But I mean, we'll definitely do a Godzilla versus Kong review sometime, and I don't know if we'll review this. I mean, because it's not going to be that good. But I mean, who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe this will be the biggest surprise ever. I'll like watch it and be like, oh, other than the CGI, it was actually a pretty good film, but doubtful. Good try, Asylum Productions. I didn't even see when the film came out. I'll put it in the description if any of you guys are interested. But let me know what you guys think of it. Let me know what you guys think of continuing the Monsterverse. What do you think about them going into further, into the Hollow Earth storyline? I mean, that was like some of my biggest issues with Godzilla versus Kong, is that it left so many questions that to me it was like, okay, we kind of knew that this was going to be, at least as far as we know, the last of the Monsterverse films. If they ended it there, I was going to be pissed. And maybe that was the point, to make us all go like, oh, you got to explain that. Was that Manila? Or I think people are calling them that lizard thing in Hollow Earth. They gave him a name. I'm totally spacing. Let me know in the comment section as well. But like, it was something to me when I first saw it. I was like, oh, that's Manila. That's baby Godzilla, maybe, or at least a de-evolutionized form a baby Godzilla, because it kind of looked like that. But I mean, if they are doing a Son of Kong, that must mean there's more Kongs out there, at least in Hollow Earth. Because I mean, how else is he going to mate and create a little Kong? But I think that is a smart move if they do another Kong sequel. We already got the Godzilla sequel, and then you had the team up film. But eventually, if my guess is Legendary will probably do it like one by one, because even for how well, Godzilla versus Kong is doing, they're going to, it's not going to make the money it probably should have, or maybe would have, because of theaters only being, I think, like 75% open, at least in the US. So, I mean, they were never going to like really hit a huge box office number. And who knows, maybe it was so incredibly successful because there's really nothing else out there. But I mean, at least people went to go see it, right? And they're streaming it fairly well. So, I mean, I think it is a good, for the next sequel to be a Kong film. And then I'm hoping maybe they break out into other kaiju films. And I think their contract with Toho has ended, so they're going to have to renew that. And I'm sure Toho is going to be like, well, we want to continue that Shin Gojira storyline, the real Godzilla that they did back in like 2018, 2019, I think. So we'll see. I'm curious how they do it. I'm just excited that we're going to get like more monster films, but like I would like to see maybe like a Mothra storyline, maybe even a solo Rodan like they did back in like 1957, 59. That old chestnut.
That old chestnut.
But I mean, it'd be cool for them to eventually get into like a Destroy All Monsters, maybe even a Gamera. That would be cool. I would dig a Gamera film. But let me know what you guys think. What do you think is going to be next in the Monsterverse? What do you think of the Son of Kong with Adam Wingard storyline? And even let me know what you guys think of Godzilla vs. Kong. Were you a fan of it? Or is another of the Monsterverse films one of your favorites? I'm curious to hear it, but thank you guys so much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Make sure to hit the like, share, and subscribe, and tune in weekly. Same bat time, same bat channel.